one of the most underrated synthesizers of all time. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. My name is Guy Britton and I'm a mix engineer and a producer, and I'm super excited to announce the release of my brand new sample pack featuring this gem from the 1980s. Now, if you're not familiar with what this is the Yamaha PSS-270, which is one of my favorite, probably one of the most undiscovered pieces of gear that I use on a day-to-day basis. This is 49 keys of lo-fi characterful FM synthesis packaged into this small little thing here. If you've not seen it before, then you might think it looks a bit like a toy, but actually this thing is way more serious than it looks. And I've ended up using this on countless recordings over the years, and it's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made. A little while ago, I was thinking, you know what, it would be great if I had this thing to take with me wherever I went. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty portable as it is. You can run it off batteries, but even still, having to plug it into an interface and carry it around with me wherever I went, it's not the most practical thing in the world. So I thought, well, why don't I sample it, add the effects that I would normally add to it when I'm recording it, and build my own software instrument with it. So that's what I've done. As far as I know, this thing has never been sampled before. So this is, to my knowledge, completely unique. So if you're looking for something that is unique, that has character, that has some 80s flavor to it with that sort of gritty, old school FM synthesis that none of your other producer friends have, then this could be just for you. Over the years, I've learned how to manipulate this thing in a way that really works for me and sounds really cool in a lot of productions. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do this and I'm going to make a sample pack out of this, why don't I make this available for everybody else to use as well? So that's what I've done. I've taken this thing and I've sampled it meticulously, picked out 75 of my favorite patches from it, applied a bit of processing and some tweaking to it, and then I've made this available as a software instrument. Like I say, I'm not aware of any other versions of this, so this could well be the first time that someone has ever taken this and turned it into a software instrument. So if you're a Logic user, you can load it straight into Logic and open it as an instrument, or if you're a Kontakt user in another DAW or in Logic, you can use it as a Kontakt instrument too. I'm also open to building other samplers, so if there's something that you want to see, if you want to see this implemented into a different DAW or a different sampler, then just hit me up and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to play through a few of my favorite patches on this thing with some of my processing added, so you can see what it's all about, and you'll hear what it sounds like in the final pack. One thing to note about this thing is that none of the patches actually sound anything like what they say they are. So for example, classic guitar doesn't sound anything like a classic guitar, but it does sound like a pretty cool synth. And I don't know what dog pianist is, but again, it sounds cool, so whatever. So yeah, check this out. So those are just a few of the 75 sounds that are available in the Yamaha PSS-270 pack that I've put together. You'll hear that there's a real kind of lo-fi, gritty 80s FM synthesis sound going on there that I think is really cool. Sort of super retro flavor that's really useful in a lot of different styles of production. So what I want to do quickly is just show you how we get this running as a software instrument. At the moment I'm working in Logic, so there's two ways you can install this currently, which is either as a Logic software instrument or in Kontakt. So just going to quickly show you, if you are in Logic, this is how you do it. I've got a blank software instrument channel here, so all I need to do once the pack is installed is to go to the setting here at the top there, so the setting menu, and then you'll see there's this Yamaha PSS pack and the 75 different patches that are available within this. So just starting from the top one, I've got the accordion patch, and I can now play this as MIDI. You'll see that I've added some of my own processing. So in this case, it's just silver verb, a bit of reverb, and you can also go into the sampler and you can play around with the way that I've set it up. So if you want to change the cutoff, you want to add some glide, various different things, you can do this within the sampler, and you can manipulate it even further should you wish. If you want to skip between the patches, it's as easy as just pressing shift and square bracket, and you can go through all the different patches. And shift and square bracket to the next patch again. And so on and so forth. So you can browse those patches really easily, just makes it really quick to navigate and jump between different sounds. If you're using Native Instruments Kontakt, whether that's inside Logic or in another DAW, because remember, you don't have to be a Logic user to use this pack so long as you've got Kontakt. All you need to do is go and load up an instance of Kontakt. In this case, I've got Kontakt 5, anything from Kontakt 5 and above. We're going to load up the Kontakt instrument, let that load. And then once we've got that loaded, all we need to do is just go and load a new instrument. So locate the pack and we just load up a patch. Got the accordion. And you can skip through, as you would any other instrument, skip through the different software instruments within Kontakt. And if you want to modify any of these patches in the same way that I was just showing you in Logic, just hit the wrench, the spanner up in the top left, and you can go through and change the effects. I've added some effects in already. You can add or remove some of the effects that I've put in, and you can also play around with any filters and other stuff that I've added. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of how easy it is once you're in the software to navigate between different patches, change different sounds and manipulate them as you wish. And now you should have the Yamaha PSS-270 available in your software to use whenever, wherever you like, without having to carry the actual thing around with you everywhere you go. So yeah, that's a few of my favorite patches from the Yamaha PSS-270 pack, which is available now. If you follow the link below, you can grab that from my website right now. I've also got a bunch of other stuff over there, such as vocal chains, mastering templates, and a load more stuff on the way soon. So yeah, if you like that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the Yamaha PSS-270. In the meantime, thanks very much. Take care. Hopefully see you soon.